Traits, Motives, and Characteristics of Leaders by Christina Daughtry, Management 1115. I chose this chapter because I believe that in order to have a successful business, the leaders or managers behind the business need to have good and professional traits, motives, and characteristics in order for their leadership skills and business to be effective. Personality traits of effective leaders. General personality traits include self-confidence, humility, core self-evaluations, trustworthiness, authenticity, extroversion, assertiveness, enthusiasm, optimism, warmth, and also a sense of humor. Another personality and traits include task-related personality traits, which is passion for the workplace and the people, emotional intelligence, flexibility and adaptability, internal locus of control, and courage. Emotional intelligence includes self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, and relationship management. Leadership motives. The power motive includes personalized power motive and socialized power motive. Leaders with high power motives have three dominant characteristics. They act with vigor and determination, invest much time in thinking about ways to alter the behavior and thinking of others, and they also care about personal standing with those that surround them. Another leadership motive includes the drive and achievement motive. Entrepreneurs and high-level corporate managers usually have strong achievement motivation, and such people have a desire to achieve through efforts and take responsibility for their successes and their failures, take moderate risk, receive feedback on their level of performance, introduce novel, innovative, or creative solutions, and plan and set goals. Tenacity and resilience. Tenacity multiplies in importance for organizational leaders because it takes a long time to implement a new program or to consummate a business deal. Resilience is part of tenacity because the tenacious person will bounce back from a setback through continuous efforts. Cognitive factors in leadership. Cognitive intelligence. Being very good at solving problems is a fundamental characteristic of effective leaders in all fields. Cognitive intelligence is more useful for leadership when it is supplemented by practical intelligence, which is the ability to solve everyday problems by using experience-based knowledge to adapt and to shape the environment. Another cognitive factor includes knowledge of the business or group task. An effective leader has to be technically competent in some discipline, particularly when leading a group of specialists. Leaders at every level are expected to bring forth useful ideas for carrying out the mission of the organization. Another cognitive factor, creativity. Many effective leaders are creative in the sense that they arrive at imaginative and original solutions to complex problems. Insight into people and situations. Insight is the depth of understanding that requires considerable intuition and common sense. Insight into people and situations involving people is an essential characteristic of leaders because it helps them to make the best use of their own and others' talents. Farsightedness and conceptual thinking. To develop visions and corporate strategy, a leader needs farsightedness, which is basically the ability to understand the long-range implications of actions and policies. Conceptual thinking refers to the ability to see the overall perspective, and it makes farsightedness possible. The influence of heredity and environment of leadership. Traits, motives, and characteristics are required for leadership effectiveness. which is caused by heredity and environment. Recent research supports the idea that genetics play a role in determining leadership potential. Also, research about emotional intelligence reinforces the statements made about leadership being a combination of inherited and learned factors. The strengths and limitations of the trait approach. The trait approach to leadership is supported by many studies showing that leaders are different from non-leaders and that effective leaders are different from less effective leaders. Continued, the trait approach does not tell us which traits are most important in which situations or how much of a trait is required. Also, different situations call for different combinations of traits. My resources include the textbook. Thanks for watching.